welcome to your Yin practice, and happy August. It's incredible that the month of August has already arrived and our summer has come into full bloom here in the city. So hopefully you're staying cool and equally getting the sun if you appreciate that kind of weather. I find that when it comes to the whole season of summer, the fire, the yang, the Agni energy is so potent and powerful that with everybody bustling and moving around in the city and even in different areas of our lives, sometimes it's nice just to press pause and calm down and almost submerge ourselves into a place in the mind and the body where we can start to process a little bit more than just simply buzzing around on a higher frequency mentally and energetically. So for this practice, it's going to be very, of course, chill as it is a Yin practice. What I recommend is that you have a strap or a belt or even a towel or a piece of fabric which you can mimic a loop. So I have a strap here that we'll be using that's completely buckled at its loosest tension, so that way it's a big loop. We'll be using that as we do some work today. So you can place that off to the side, and then if you have a bolster or blocks that you want to add, please feel welcome to do that as well if you like. But to start the practice, I'm going to set up on a cushion, a chip foam block. Maybe you can grab a pillow, or you can just sit tall through your sit bones and rest your hands down on your knees or thighs as you close the eyes, and we'll start our practice. So when you arrive and settle here, feeling the sitting bones get a bit heavier to the mat or to the surface that they lay on. Lengthen out through the crown of your head. Gather your belly in just a little bit so you don't slump or kind of collapse the belly and the low back. Kind of feel a little bit of support drawing you in and lengthening. And as you inhale here, breathing into your rib cage, into your lungs. Energetically corresponding with the chakra of our heart. It's okay if the mind wanders, if thoughts come and go. That's just being human. There's nothing wrong with that. Just let yourself be where you need to be in these moments in between. And then you can bring your left ear to your left shoulder for a little release of the right side of the neck. You might also take your right fingertips out by your right side and take your left hand gently on the outside of your right side of your head. And you'll start to bring a little bit more tension and pull into the right side of the neck. So the scalene muscle is getting a little bit more breath in there with the nose. And then you can turn your chin down to the left side of your chest as you exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath like that. To release the side, you can tuck your chin down and roll it towards your chest. And then bring the right ear to the right shoulder to lengthen the left side of the neck here. Use your left fingertips as a support, so when you press down through your left fingertips, You feel that rebound, the lift up, and find that little bit of flexion to the side. If you want, take the right hand out and up and take that palm on the outside of the head on the left side, carefully without forcing. Just a little soft touch of that right hand on the left side of your neck. One more breath here. Very slowly, again, turn your chin down towards your chest. Roll your head back up to neutral. And then we'll start to walk the fingertips behind us so that way we can keep our chest lifting up and through. From there, draw your lower lip up towards your nose as you stretch out the front of your throat and your scalenes here. And then turn your head back into either side to open up the back of the neck a little bit more. And breathe. And then go up and over to the other side as you start to stretch out the other side of the throat. Back to the center. You can start to move the jaw around a little bit. And then last but not least, the back of the neck. So you can take a couple different gestures with your hands here. Option one, you can lace your fingers with the thumbs pointing up behind the head and then on the other side of the throat. And then your elbows can come wide as you tuck your chin into your throat. And then you just start to pull the hands up the nape of the neck, up through the occiput, and then you start to breathe into the back of the cervical spine through there. Some of you might prefer to take your hands to your tops of your trapezius muscles with the elbows coming down, and then that weight of the elbows and forearms pulling down, you start to tuck your chin in. So you can play with either of those options here as well. Whichever you decide, we'll be here for about a minute or so not too long. Take an inhale. head or your shoulders, placing your hands to your thighs. Roll the shoulders back gently so you can find some mobilization in through the rotator cuff. And then roll them forwards. Come to a very soft twist. Place your right hand on your left thigh and your left hand behind you on fingertips. Press down through your sitting bones and lengthen up through the crown of your head. Very soft exhale as you twist to your left. Inhale back to center. Place your left hand on your left knee and your right hand behind. Take a counter twist to the right as you inhale. And then place your left hand on your right thigh and we'll take the twist to the other side here. Inhaling here. Exhaling to rotate. And then we'll inhale, counter twist the other way. So take the right hand to the right thigh, left hand behind you, and counter twist to your left. Come on, back to center as you breathe in again. If you're sitting up on a block or a pillow of any kind, just taking that off to your side, and then ensure you have your, whether if it's a strap, a belt, towel, a band, something with you, and if not, you can also use your hands as a replacement instead of a prop. So that's fine too. So come onto our backs, bring your forearms down, chin to throat, come down gently as you lay down. Take a moment to feel the natural curves of the spine on the mat, tailbone, the lower back, upper back, the skull, the spaces between. And then we'll take our, keeping our left foot on the mat with the knee bent, take the strap around the ball of the right foot. As you take the strap around the ball of the right foot, the hands can come on either side of the strap. Keeping the shoulders down, even if you reach higher up on the strap, is fine. And then from there, you can start to kind of wiggle, kind of maneuver that right leg around a little bit, circulating it around the hip socket, the hip joint, and then settling somewhere where you can be still. The foot doesn't have to do anything. You don't have to flex the right ankle with the right foot. Just let the solid pressure of the hands and the traction of the right foot slightly pushing into the strap. Allow for the back of the right leg to open and to lengthen. It grafts into your ribs, into the back of the body. from there, take the right hand on the strap. Bending the right knee, take the right knee out to the right hand side. Let the left knee open out to counteract, so both of the hips are in external rotation here. And then you can let your right elbow, forearm rest into the right thigh around the knee as you find more of a low lunge shape on your back, or half happy baby, or half stirrup pose. And breathing into the right inner thighs, groin. Then you can slowly transition as you bring your right leg back up toward the ceiling. Now for this one, take the left hand in your strap, the right arm either into a T shape or a cactus shape, bringing your hips off center to the right. Extending now the left leg out in front of you, take a breath in. As you exhale, you might choose to keep the right leg high. Resist the strap with the outer edge of the right foot as you pull through the left hand, or start to roll onto your left hip, breathing in. And as you breathe out, you'll start to find across the body a reclined big toe posture with the strap. And breathing in here. You can straighten the left leg. Maybe you bend the left knee more, it's up to you. Inhale, bend your right knee carefully back to center. Roll back onto your sacrum. Use your left foot to bring your hips back to neutral. And then when the right leg comes back up to the ceiling, switch the left foot now so it's on the strap and the right foot is down on the ground with the knee bent. We're finding that nice single leg extension here. Let's start the left side. We'll take the left hand in the strap, with the right knee out to the right, and then taking that left arm inside of the left leg and the right arm into cactus shape to balance the shoulders. One more breath here like that. Inhale back to center. Take your right hand in the strap. Lift your hips to the left as you straighten out your right leg and take your left arm in line with your shoulder. Take another breath in as you loop the strap once around the right hand for traction. And as you inhale, breathe in. Exhale, staying either high up and finding a little release in the IT band or going across onto the right hip for a twist. Inhale back to center. Bringing both of your legs now up into the strap together to neutralize. And then if you would like to, this is completely optional. If you have the help of a block handy, take a block on its highest setting underneath your skull, like so. From there, you might choose to take the strap around the back of your skull at the solid part, and then rest your head and strap on the block as the strap now finds traction to pull along the back of the neck. And then your arms can come down by your sides, looking up and towards your toes. And then let the rounding of the back of the neck happen for 5, 4, 3, for 2, and 1. Bend your knees, taking the block and the strap off to your side now. Hug your knees into your chest once before Shavasana. And let it all go. Now if you have an eye pillow or something to bring some weight over your forehead, now is a great time to do that. However, no requirements at all other than just resting on your back. And all that work for the neck and the shoulders, the hips, the spine, the legs, begin to process now. Begin to deepen your breath. Moving through your hands, your feet. Stretching out everything in the body. Rolling over to the left side. And gently pressing up to your closing seated position. Letting this little bit of energy, the ground, and to cool the fire within us. Never to extinguish, just to temper. Always take a little moment of time in your day to provide yourself a little bit of rest and a little bit of cooling off. Keep yourself in check. Bring the hands to the native heart center for a sound of Om. Thank you very much for practicing. Wishing you a lovely day. Namaste.